Welcome students. Today we are going to see resistance, combination of resistance. That is combination of resistance. First we will see the series combination. Suppose let us take an example of three resistance. One resistant, two resistant, three resistant. If they are connected to end, then that combination is called series resistance. That is, this is one resistance, another one resistance, another one resistance. So this is one resistance, second resistance, third resistance connected across a potential difference. Potential difference means this side higher potential, this side lower potential. It means this side higher potential, this side lower potential. Resistance of R1, resistance of R2 and resistance of R3. This is called series combination of resistance. So in this we connect a voltage source or potential difference or voltage. So current will flow. Current always will flow from positive end out and it will enter in the negative side. So this is current flowing through this one. It means the current will flow this way on this resistor and this resistor. Current will be same in this resistor also, and current will be same in this resistor also. Current will be same in this resistance also, and the current will be here. So current through each resistor is same. No potential drop, no potential or voltage drop across the connecting wire. See, from here this is battery, this is the connecting wire up to here, then resistance, connecting wire, resistance, connecting wire, resistance, then connecting wire. No potential. Suppose we take this point as A, and if we take at this point B, the potential up to this point will be potential B. So suppose we take this point as this point or this point as P and this point as Q, and same potential, whatever potential available here, up to here is same. Whatever potential available, that is potential at A is equal to potential at B. So no potential drop across the connecting wires, but the potential drops, that is voltage drop, the applied voltage drops here V1, here V2, here V3. The potential drops only on resistor. So only in the resistors the potential. Suppose it's 20 volt, some voltage will be dropping. So say about 10 voltage dropping here, then remaining 10 voltage, some voltage will drop. That is, say 5 voltage dropping for an example. Then again the remaining voltage will drop here. It means here the potential at this point is V, at the end it will be 0. It means here this is at 0 potential and this is at V potential. If it is 15 volt, 15 here, 0 here. This is there exists a potential difference between these 2 points. Okay, potential drops only on resistors. Potential on, that is drop across on each resistor, is in the same ratio. First let us see V1. See, we know Ohm's law. V is equal to potential is equal to current into R. So V1 is equal to I1 into R1. Because since I, what is I here? Same current is passing, same current is passing, same current is passing, but there is some potential will drop here. Out of this potential, some will drop here, some will drop here, some will drop here. So I becomes I1 R1, and V2 is equal to I2, that is I into R2, and V3 is equal to I into R3. That is applied voltage. This applied voltage V will drop in all the resistors. Applied voltage is divided among all the resistors, or we can say V is equal to I1 R1. See, at this point say A, that is suppose point A. Here I current is flowing, this point is A, this point is P, if you keep it. So potential A minus potential P is equal to I1. This is current flowing. I1 is I into R1, or we can call it as V1. So potential V1 is equal to V at this point VA minus VB, VP. So this side also same point will be there. So current will flow from higher potential to lower potential. Always remember this will come, this we have to remember while applying the Kirchhoff's voltage law, Kirchhoff law. So V at A, because the potential is same here also same, that is VA minus V, and here VP. So VA minus VP is equal to V1, which is equal to I1 R1. And same way V2, what about V2? V2 is here, this point, this side point P potential, here also same, here also same. After resistance, potential will differ. So this is point P and this is point Q, this is R1. So it means V2 is equal to VP, this is V2 is equal to VP minus VQ is equal to current I2 into R2. Since, see, already told current I1 is equal to I2 is equal to I3 is equal to I. That is current flowing through resistor 1 is equal to current flowing through resistor 2 is equal to current flowing through resistor 3, which is nothing but the total current flowing in the circuit. So current through each resistor is same. This we note it. That's right. And what about V3? V3 is equal to this point. V3 is equal to VQ minus this is same potential VB. So VQ is equal to VQ minus VB is equal to I into R3. Because I1, I2, I3, since I1, I2, I3 is equal to I for series combination. So it means now what is potential across this point? Potential across this point is nothing but the potential of this one, that is V is equal to V1 plus V2. The applied voltage is equal to voltage across V1 across resistor 1, voltage across resistor 2, voltage across resistor 3 into V3. Or what is V? V is nothing but V potential, same potential between A and B. VA minus VB, which is equal to V1 is equal to VA minus VP plus V2. V2 is equal to VP minus VQ plus, you can put it in the bracket. So what is V3? V3 is equal to VQ minus VB. So this and this cancels, and this cancels, which is equal to VA minus VB, which we call it as V. So it means two things we have to note it, that applied voltage is divided among the three resistor, among all the resistor V1 plus V2 plus V3 is equal to V. So no potential drop, potential or voltage drop across each resistor is in the ratio of resistance. It's a very simple fact. As it is, we have derived the equation. What we have derived? In series combination, V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3, one equation, and another equation. This is second equation. This we have to remember always. So now potential difference is constant because V1 is equal to I into R1, V2 is equal to I into R2, V3 is equal to I into R3, or simply V. What is V? V is equal to V1 is proportional to I1. So combining all this one, voltage is, this is constant, this is constant, this is constant, all the three cases. It means we can say V1 is proportional to R1, comma, V2 is proportional to R2, comma, and V3 is proportional to R3 in general. potential is directly proportional to R. In this case, what is V? We can call it as V is equal to total current, that is current flowing, and the resistance across all this, that is nothing but applied voltage. I into R equivalent. V is equal to I into R equivalent. So from this equation we write V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3, or I into R1 plus is equal to I into R2 plus I into R3. Since V1 this much, so I is common. This is I into R equivalent is equal to I into R1 plus. So cancelling all the I which is common, so R equivalent is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. So this is the equivalent resistance when resistors are connected in series. It is for the case of series resistance. Suppose if you want to write, see R equivalent, what is R equivalent is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. We can write summation of I is equal to 1 to up to N into R into I for N resistance. For N resistance, R equivalent is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3 up to plus Rn. Therefore, we can write summation of all the resistance is the equivalent resistance when the combination is in series. That is, R equivalent is equal to summation of I is equal to 1. So, for first we will put I is equal to 1 plus this central summation. I is equal to 1 plus I is equal to 2 plus I is equal to 3, and we will go up to I is equal to I. This is I is different. I is equal to N. So this is for series combination. So current through each resistor is same, no potential drop across the connecting wires. Potential drop across only on resistors. Potential or voltage drop across each resistor is in the ratio of the resistance, is directly proportional to potential drop is directly proportional to resistance of the resistance, respective resistance. So now in this it means we can write it like this. Since V is proportional to resistance, V is equal to I into R. I is constant, it means we can write V is proportional to the respective resistance, that is total voltage is equal to R into equivalent, and V1 because I is constant, V1 is proportional to R1 and V2 is proportional to R2 and so on. In general, for series combination, applied potential that is proportional to resistance. In this case, what we can write, that is V1 is to V2 is to V3 is equal to V1 is proportional to R1, then V2 is proportional to R2, then V3 is proportional to R3, and so on. We can keep on writing for series combinations of resistance. So all the equations is, first is V is equal to V is equal to I into R1, that is V1, V2, this of course already we have written this one. And second point is potential is directly proportional to the respective resistance. This is very, very important for competition, for solving the problem very quickly. And I1 is equal to I2 is equal to I3 is equal to IN is equal to I. This points to be noted for the series combination.